All right, welcome back to another episode. We've made it. This is like episode 9 or so of Tuesdays with Brendan and Darrius. Darrius, what's up, man?
Hey man, it's funny how the episodes keep rolling, man. It's funny how they keep rolling. Tuesdays keep coming, episodes keep coming, man. I'm loving it. Let's go.
I didn't think we'd make it this far.
Yeah,
That sounds really negative.
man. Nah, I mean, I didn't know where the hell we make it. I didn't know where we make it. We definitely had some bumps in the road, man. We're not even 10 episodes in, and there's been some bumps, but I mean, we've gotten over them.
That's like an easy way to put it, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
But that's not just between the two of us, though. Like, there's other people that have kind of chirped a little
right,
bit, been like, yeah, do this, do that type of thing.
right,
Or I hated that take. That's happened.
yeah.
And so, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. There's a phone call. All right. But today's and this weekly guest is none other than Emily Sepela. Some call her MSEP, some call her whatever they want to, girlfriend. Here we go. Bring her in. Hello, Emily.
Hey,
How are you?
good. I think that's the first time you've ever said my last name correctly.
Yeah, no one knows how to actually say it.
Yeah, we all just
So
stop it at Sep. We all just stop it at Sep. We just said J.
I'm
I just
not.
call J Sep, M Sep. This doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I'm not gonna clarify it either. So I'll keep it a
Well, there you
mystery.
go. This mysterious family.
All right, so here's the thing is on my cell phone I had to look up Josh's Facebook to know how to spell your last name because you don't have it on there and I was like I don't have it on my phone either, so it was totally like all right, this is getting a little tough here, but can you just tell us how you say it, or is that no?
No, it's Sepela.
Capella.
Yes, my dad is not Jim Sepala, the Kia
Yeah,
guy.
guy.
He's Tom with an H. Works in insurance.
Sure it is.
I'm not gonna say for who. No free ads.
Yeah, right. There you go.
So, just to introduce you real quick, you are Emily,
Sepela.
and no one knows where you work, but yeah, you're one of our good friends, and you are currently dating Michael Del Sordo. I
Mhm.
met and live with him, and just to kind of give an oversight of kind of
Yes.
who you are, and
Yes, that's the least interesting thing about me.
yeah, do you want to add anything more to that?
No, that was a pretty good synopsis. Yeah, I've dated Mike for about 7 years. Just waiting to not be dating him anymore. Any
Oh,
day now.
any day
In the in
now.
the in the positive direction, but no, Mike told me, he said I don't even have to talk about him during this podcast, so we could leave it at
Oh, we're
that.
just going to talk about him the entire time. Yeah,
He scurried away in the room, but yeah, and what I've known you guys probably just as long, if not maybe longer, than Mike from working at the Oat way back when. So
that's true. I was going to say, like, that's pretty much how you guys met and all that.
yep, I met him. He was washing washing dishes at the bar I worked at, and gave him a shot, and look at us now.
Love, you can't judge it, huh? You just
No,
can't judge it.
no one could ever
Story.
say. No one could ever say I'm shallow. Okay. The dishwasher took me out, and we've been together since.
Hey, all right. Well, I'll see you on the Hallmark Channel in a couple of years. Um, Couple things. So there's a few topics I want to go through because I know we're
Sure.
kind of on a time scale today. And one, Emily, you also worked at the Bog Turtle, and I saw that it's closing. Do you have any
Yeah.
input on that?
No, I'm super bummed out. I was shocked to see. I haven't worked there. I actually worked there maybe in March. I just picked up a random shift. I worked there like really sporadically the last couple years, but it sucks, but that's just the state of the business for small businesses nowadays. I mean, I worked with those people, known those people for a long time. They're a great bunch of people to work with. It sucks that they had to make that decision because I'm sure they've tried everything in their power to not have to do that. But and just from what I've been seeing online, everyone's super bummed out. They were I don't know if you've been to Rising Sun too much, but it didn't seem like there was a lot going on before they were down there, and they seem to bring a lot of life to the town. So I don't know if they're done for good or maybe they'll pursue something else. But it's really crummy. I hate to see small businesses shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you would see Darius down in Rising Sun, but
Maybe not. All are welcome.
uh, I remember, I remember our football team had to scrimmage them down there, and half the team was like, "Yeah, that's a hard no for me, dog."
Yeah, it's wild. Once you cross like whatever that Mason Dixon line, they think they're like in a whole nother world down there. So, but you know what? All good things about all
Yeah,
my
because I know,
everything.
well, I knew the Bog Turtle was in Oxford first, and then it moved down there, that type of thing. So,
Mhm.
and I know it meant something to you, so that's why I kind of wanted to bring it up, that type of deal.
Yeah,
Uh,
thanks for bumming me out, man.
yeah, you're welcome.
Well,
Um,
what else are we gonna talk about when my grandma died?
Oh my god.
when was that?
Yeah, when was
Oh,
oh my
like I don't know, like
god.
3 years ago. She lived 94 good years, so I can't be sad about that.
Yeah, that's fine. Literally a celebration of life. Like,
Absolutely.
like, man.
So
uh,
we can elaborate on that if you want to. Uh,
no, she just got old and died peacefully in her sleep after she broke her hip. So that's kind of shitty. But then she died after that. But
Jeez. Yeah.
okay, all right.
sorry, not to derail the conversation.
No, it's fine. What's the third worst thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh my God. You
I'm
guys wouldn't be able to monetize this podcast if I said that.
I'm
So
just kidding.
are you doing that yet?
I'm just kidding. Because you know what I do have written down, and I might as well just ask it now since we're on the trajectory, is
Sure.
do you still talk about your ex relationships and why or why not? It's like for me, I
I need
have
to keep talking about
brought them up, and my friends make fun of me for it. You know, like
You don't bring them up or you do?
I have before. I mean, I don't want to, obviously, but I have before. And have you done that?
Sure, yeah. I mean, like mostly like with my girlfriends, just like goofing around. I mean, out of respect for Mike, I don't really like, I don't know, I wouldn't want him talking about his like exes all the time. I do always bring up that one girl he dated who worked at the Wawa, but again, I said I wasn't going to talk about Mike this whole time. So, um,
The Wawa.
yeah, but no, I don't know. That's like, I kind of like leave it in the past, I guess. I goof on them sometimes, but not really. I mean, in what capacity do you mean?
No one knows.
No one knows.
Yeah, D's. I know you've brought up some ex
Oh yeah, I
people.
bring up my exes all the time and talk shit about every single one of them. Nah, me and my exes actually have some good relation. I don't really like have any like beef with any of my exes or anything like that. So like
Yeah, that's good. That's kind of how I
yeah,
am. I mean,
yeah.
I just like some more than others, but I mean,
Right, right,
what good
right.
is it gonna do you? And I also think it's different. Like if you're single, I don't know if you're single, Darius. I can't keep track of you, but I think it's like more. If you're single, it's like more fun to talk shit on your exes. Now I'm
Right,
just
right.
focusing on what I have ahead of me. So
Yeah, for sure.
I guess it's different also if you have like kids with prior relationships too.
All right. Well,
So
dodge
the only
that
problem with
bullet.
Monday, the only problem with you bringing up your ex is that you haven't had an ex since like 2010. So like that's where the issue comes with Monday because like, all right, man, like you gotta let that go. Like,
so it's like it's like
Yeah,
into or
that's
you need a
Monday's most
date,
recent ex is 15 years ago. Like, yeah, that's crazy.
like a dating. Yeah. It's like,
Oh
God.
my god, man.
that's funny.
But it's funny because like I remember there was a time when I was like, yo, why am I talking about this person still? I don't have kids with them. I got nothing. Like, I'm actually happy for them moving on.
Right,
And
right.
like,
The
I'm on
funny
your
thing
side.
is, me and my best friend Sarah, who I've been friends with her since I was like in third grade. We were just talking about this the other day. We like still talk about like the crushes we had on our teachers in high school. We're like, oh, I wonder what like Mr. So and so's doing. We're
Oh,
like,
shit.
do you think they know that we like talk about them like at least once a
For
week?
sure. Yeah, yeah. Like, do you? Well, we used to always talk about that. Like, we were in school. We were like, "Yeah, do you think like they like know like every kid like has a crush on them and shit?" Like, that must be like as funny as it is. Like when you're that young, that must be super fucking weird. Like to them, I mean, like
Oh
it's just
God,
the
no,
kids
yeah, no,
drooling.
yeah. I think about it now and I'm like, how mortifying.
Yeah, it's just the kids drooling over them. Like, yeah, that's
Right.
crazy as shit.
I'm not commenting on this.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
That is funny. All right. So, all right. We're kind of going to skip a lot of the news stuff this week just because
It's
a
nothing
lot of
good.
a lot of it is too political
yeah,
and riots and all it's just too much. But
Yeah. I
what I would
agreed.
like to kind of skip to is you're from a place called NEPA or NEPA?
NEPA.
NEPA. Yeah, all right. Whatever. Um
didn't say it right either way.
no, I know it's NEPA,
Yeah.
right? Which stands for Northeastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So just that
Can you,
general area of the state.
can you explain to people that are not aware of
Hmm.
what that is, what NEPA is?
Um,
What are the
so
main
you
like?
think
What are the main towns up there? First and
I
foremost.
would say like the major one, it's Wilkes-Barre and Scranton.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
And then there's just like a bunch of little towns sprinkled throughout. But yeah, I was born in Wilkes-Barre, born and raised. I grew like mostly lived in a town called Mountaintop, but I lived there like throughout college. Um, but it's funny. I was talking to my boss about it, and he's like, I've never been, but someone described it as like every corner there's a bar, a church, and a funeral home, and that's like pretty much like the best way to describe it.
Yeah, that's
Like a
crazy.
lot of old, like a lot of people, I'd say like a lot of immigrants, we could tie this in. A lot of immigrants went to that area back in the early 1900s because there was a lot of coal mining there.
Oh god.
And so like my great great grandparents or like great aunts, or not aunts, I didn't have any aunts in the coal mines, but uncles worked in the coal mines
That's
up there, and
crazy.
that's
That's
how,
crazy
yeah.
as shit. Like, yeah.
If I had to pick any place in Pennsylvania that would have coal mines, it would be there,
Isn't
probably.
there a town in PA where it's still burning underground? Is that up there?
No, isn't that like Centralia or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. Okay, I didn't know if that
I
was up
believe
there.
that's like near Allentown, so halfway
Okay,
there, in between here
okay,
and there. Yes.
okay.
So that kind of brings me to my next point because I've heard a lot of things, and some of it might have been from you, to be honest with you, but I've heard it from other people, including Dave Portnoy with like the Valley Forge type of thing.
Mhm.
Is the best pizza is from NEPA,
Yeah.
is what you call it. So can you? I'm not going to agree with you either way, but the thing is, like, can you explain why you think that area has the best pizza?
Well, I think the biggest thing is like when you grow up having something for X amount of years and then you move away and you can't get it, it's just that much better every time you have it.
Mm,
Like a Wawa hoagie isn't notably, well, maybe this is controversial, but a Wawa hoagie isn't anything to write home about. But if you moved to California and you came home like 15
right,
years later, you'd be craving like a Wawa hoagie or soft pretzel or
right,
whatever. So that's one thing. But I don't know, especially like the Sicilian pizza, the square cut. I've just never had anything like it anywhere else but up in NEPA. They do something where they fry, they put like a certain amount of oil in
sure.
the pan, and when they bake it, it like
It's crispy.
fries the bottom of the crust. Yeah. And then a lot of places do like the sweet sauce, which is great. Yeah, so that's my favorite thing about NEPA
Do you have
pizza.
a specific like spot you would like to shout out?
Yeah, to my favorite, and I thought about this, is Tiberios. It's technically in Wilkes-Barre, but I think like you could also get away with calling it Plains, which is another one of my favorite towns in NEPA. I have a lot of lovely family members there. But Tiberios, they have really good pizza, and they call them bites. So they're not boneless chicken wings, they're bites. They're different, they're better, they're great.
Better.
Yeah.
They're not like a chicken nugget,
Okay, it's like
like a
real
chicken
chicken.
tender. It's like imagine like chicken diced up and like lightly tossed in like
Pasta. Okay,
flour.
got you. Yeah,
Hmm. And I don't know what it is, but even like the mild like wing sauce up there, I just better. I don't know what it is.
Better than
Up in my tooth.
Angelo's in Philly.
It's not the same thing.
right. It's not even the same style of pizza that you named.
Right.
Yeah. No, you were saying
Yeah.
Sicilian and stuff. So,
Does
uh,
Angelo's have that? I thought they had round pizza.
They're brown. Yeah, they're
yeah,
brown.
regular round. Um,
Pie.
yeah, yeah. One thing that I think is now this is a tough one for me because
Oh man.
I
Okay.
think your dad, Mr. Sepela,
Good
Sepela
job. Nope. First one was right.
is the man. Like I love that guy. And
He's a good guy.
he does do that thing with like a short name nickname where his name is Thomas, but he spells it Tom with THOM.
Yeah.
And that can be very confusing for a lot of people with low IQs like myself. And
Well,
so
well, if you think about it, his name is Thomas, Thoma, or I can't even spell it, Thomas, which is interesting. Like growing up, like if you talk to his like mom or even still like his siblings, they all call him like Thomas most of the time.
yeah.
But if you think about it, if you just shorten that name, it would just be Thom. Why does the H have to disappear all of a sudden? Just phonetics?
Oh no, it definitely makes sense. It's just
Well, I thought you were gonna ask like for an explanation, and there is none other than that.
what is your nickname?
Well, you said it a couple times.
Um,
M.
Right.
MSEP, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? People call me M, like especially like I don't know, my friends and my family. But when I worked at the sawmill, when I first started working there was two Emily S's, and when your food would get put up, they'd call Emily S, and it would get confusing. So I just told the owner of the establishment and everyone else to call me MSEP, and they just loved that. And it's like few people in Oxford who like met me through that actually like call me Emily. It's weird if they would. They'd all call me MSEP. So that's really where it blossomed. So that's
So
my
you started your own nickname.
yeah.
Yeah,
Not many people could.
that's pretty
Now I
cool.
don't know if I have any other nicknames that I don't know about, but I started that one. So
We have a mutual friend. His name is Ryan Myers, and he nicknamed himself Bowie, which no one knows why, but he gave himself his own nickname as well. So you're not the only one. If that makes you feel better. Yeah.
yeah, it does.
D's,
Thank you.
your name is Darius, and you go. Sometimes people call you D's.
Yeah, everybody they gave me that shit in like high school though.
Where'd that come from?
I think Kai gave me that nickname. Kai's an idiot. Kai Bay gave me that nickname and like randomly at his house and like that bro. I don't even know where he got it from, but he called me that one day and then you like never really like unless you're giving like Emily did unless you're giving yourself like your own nickname you never have a chance to be like yo don't call me that. Well once the people say like what your nickname is like you might as well just roll with it because it doesn't matter anymore.
Like Brendan, I call you Brundy.
Yeah, I hate that. Shit.
Or yeah, we call him Mindy. Some call him Mindy.
Mindy.
Dude, it sucks. And we're sitting here talking about relationships and like, do you talk to your ex and all that? It's like, well, no, I can't because you're calling me Brundy, Bundy, Mindy, Brenda. It's like, yeah, no, I can't
Your
win.
mom calls you Bren. You're lucky you ain't
Oh,
get
Bren.
that. Bren.
That's cute.
That's
I'm out here
that's
now. I'm like, ew.
that's why I live here. It's like, shit.
That's cute. I like that.
If I was like, my mom should not be the only normal person. Damn it. Um, Another question I did have was, and this one is not coming from me. It was something I saw like on TikTok or whatever.
Mhm.
So that it's coming from you.
Do you like search up like best questions to ask on a
Yeah.
podcast?
Best questions for new podcast.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
Yeah, sure. Um,
Don't leave me in suspense.
no. But I did see this one. This is actually the only one, and you are 100% correct. Is what was what's the adult equivalent of the last day of school for kids, like but for adults, like pure
Mm,
joy. So like that feeling of being a kid because it's that time of the year and kids get out of school last day, they're super happy. What is the equivalent of that for adults?
oh my God, I don't think there is one. And
Right.
that really like bummed me out because it's like there's never, I don't know, you think about it, you're like, I'll never experience that again. But a few years ago, which I hope I don't experience this again anytime soon, but a few years ago, I got laid off on Memorial Day. And I got paid severance for quite a decent while afterwards. So like I was basically getting paid and not working. So maybe that getting laid off and having a good situation and I actually got to have like a summer vacation. So that was cool. But it kind of sucked because I knew on the other side of it I didn't have a job. So
Oh, mine's real easy. Deez, do you want to go ahead and say yours?
I mean, I don't know, man. Probably like as a parent, since I'm a parent, probably the day they go back to school. Yo, the summer, bro. We're like 2 weeks in the summer. And my son's killing me. Yo, like we made the mistake of not like rushing for summer camp, and like when we went to sign him up, bro, it's packed. Every single summer camp around here is packed. Like the closest one is like Westchester. We're like, yeah, man, you're just not doing it this year. Like you're about to hang out with your friends all summer. He hasn't hung out with any of his friends yet. He's just been in the house, bro, like just playing the game. Like, yo, get out of the house. So like, it's probably just gonna be like the day the kids go back to school, man. Like, thank God for teachers.
Mine was definitely COVID.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, COVID was awesome. Not for people getting sick, but like, I kind of just got paid for not anything. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, these are all like very like circumstantial though. Like you can't like count
Yeah.
on it.
Right.
Like I guess
Right.
you can, Darius, but you can't count on any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Nor would we want any. Would we want another COVID or to get laid off again? So
Yeah, you're right
maybe
though, man. Yeah, you're right though. It is a lot of circumstantial stuff. You're right. You're definitely right. I don't
I
know.
would
Kids just don't
maybe
get it.
like
Adults just don't get that day.
maybe like that first day on vacation. You're like in the
Yeah.
airport and you're getting a beer at like 7 a.m. That's like probably one of my
Right.
favorite things to do.
You know what I hate? The one thing I hate about vacation is like I feel like at least once a day I think about having to leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like when I'm in that little 5 to 10 minute of thoughts, like where I had to, like, I'm like, oh my god, we gotta leave this place one day. We gotta get on a plane and go back. Like, it just makes it
No,
suck for like a couple seconds. I'm like, all right, we gotta snap back in the vacay mode, man. Because
I do that too.
Did you see that guy from the? I mean, it's really sad, but the India plane that crashed.
Yeah, the one guy that survived.
oh
One
yeah,
guy.
it was like I had like 200 and something people. He survived. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, if we could keep the plane crash talk to a minimum, I have to get on a plane at
Oh,
6:50 tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.
So keep that out of sight, out of
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
You could be that one.
I'll sit in the exit row
Yeah, right.
so I could jump
What the
out.
fuck did that happen?
I don't even have good exit row. It's like fucking bro. You would think you would have good exit row. Like last time I said I went on a plane was for me and we took my son to Disney, not Disney World. We took him to Orlando, and bro, they like we had regular seats. They offer like yada yada. Anybody want to sit in the exit row? Like because we have a family that want to sit together. Me being 6'4", I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll sit in the exit row, man. Mad leg
Right, you
space.
get extra leg room.
So me and my son are in exit row, right, bro. The flight attendant comes around, asks if we want anything to drink. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I tell him what I want. He tells me what he wants. But I'm like, no ice for him, just because like he doesn't like ice anyway. So they come back with ice, right? So all right, we're like, whatever, man. I was like, bro, I talked to my son. I'm like, just drink the drink with the ice, bro. We're in the middle of the flight. He starts drinking the drink with the ice. Man, I look at him. He's choking, full blown choking on ice, like full blown choking on ice, bro. And I'm like panicking at this point. And like he's like trying to get his seatbelt open to stand up so he can like cough, and I'm like hitting him in his back. And then now we got passengers coming into the scene. Like, is he okay? I'm like, oh my god! I was like, yo, like literally up in the air, bro. This is his first time on a plane. Like, and I'm like, yo, like, and finally, I'm like, yo, cough as hard as you can, like as hard as you can, like please, and like, because it's almost like, yo, CPR time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hitting his back, and he finally coughs up this big ass piece of ice. And like, bro, I look at him, I was like, yo, I promise you that has nothing to do with like planes. Like, use that.
Right.
That was like, please don't freak out. We're just, bro. We have like 2 more hours for the flight. I was like, please don't freak out. Like, but yeah, that was that all happened in an extra row. So I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm ever sitting in extra rows again. Like, yo,
Jesus.
terrible bad luck, man. Nah, I didn't. I just had to, bro. It was like the one dude, and for like a couple rows up, I guess was like in some type of medical field, and he was like trying to shout what to do, and I was like, bro, I don't like. I kind of know what to do from like, you know what I'm saying, like from seeing it and shit like throughout my life, but I've never had to say
That's
something.
good.
You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, but luckily, like we didn't have to freaking get that far with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just insane, man. That shit was just crazy. It was kind of scary being a parent and shit, but afterwards, I was like, yo, we didn't even get to vacation yet. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
I was like, happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday.
You're just like going back home.
Yeah, I was about to be like, yo, let's just go home.
Turn it around.
Yeah, but nah, man. I was more worried about him like being afraid of planes at that point. I mean,
Right, yeah.
that being his first experience on planes and shit. But I was like, man, that idiot just gave you a big ass piece of ice. Like I was like, I told this dude, like no ice anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, as like a bartender, and I'm sure Emily can like relate to this, is like people that'll get like a whiskey or something or whatever, they'll have like a big like square cube of ice.
Yeah. I've seen that.
And just have like the whiskey or bourbon, whatever it is, in there, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm picturing in my head right now. Like,
Yeah, but I'm just like in my head, bro. I don't know where they already got these ice cubes from, like fucking custom made giant ice cubes or something. But I was just like,
Oh my God.
yeah, bro. I was just trying to. I ordered a buzz ball, so like imagine me sitting there with my buzz ball, and my son just starts choking. Like,
Yeah, that's
God damn.
great.
Yeah.
I was about to say, did you order a second one?
Nah, dude, I didn't finish the first one at that point. I was like, I was, you know, like I'm smoking before I get on planes anyway. Like before we get in the airport, I'm smoking. You know what I'm saying? So I can sleep through the. 'Cause I don't really like planes anyway. So like all that's going on, man. I'm just like, you know what? Buzzball down. Like I'm just gonna close my eyes till we get the far. There you go. The hell's
But
going
was
on?
was the rest of the trip good? The
Yeah, the
flight
rest of
home
the trip
was
was perfect.
fine.
Like overall, the rest of the trip was perfect, man. We stayed in like a nice crib with a pool and all that shit. And, you know, like
It's good.
Florida, every damn house is a pool, apparently. Like so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like all like indoors. I guess like because you got alligators and shit like that down there.
Yeah,
So
you gotta have it covered up.
covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a nice trip though. For real, it was a nice trip. Big ass aquarium down there. Like not Sea World, but this type of like sea. I don't know what it was even called, but it was nice. He enjoyed it for sure. He enjoyed
Good.
it. For sure,
Love it. So just no exit rows, no
yeah.
ice.
Yeah, no
Moral of the
extra rows.
story. Everything else is good.
Death and ice. Yeah, sounds great. No, Emily, you travel though all the time though. So like, what's your go-to order on a plane?
I mean, usually I'm traveling for work,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So I'll get like a coffee or a water. But if I don't know, I don't typically really ever drink on a plane because they're usually the flight's like not that long. And the drinks are like crazy expensive. So
Does work pay for it usually or no?
not drinks. My flights, yes.
Not like so, not alcohol.
She's
No.
just she wants to give him the company card. Yeah, throw it on
Yeah.
here.
No. I mean, no. And I don't know, like lately my travel, like I've been traveling to go work with like to go to my clients' meetings that they're hosting. So they like I was just in Phoenix and we stayed at a really nice hotel and we had lunch every day and then at night we'd go like for happy hour and then like go out for dinner. So like I never even had to like pay for anything, which was nice. But
That's like me living in my
yeah.
parents. Yeah, yeah, I just wasn't sure if like the whole per diem type of thing like worked on the planes.
No, there is like you could like expense if you get like Wi-Fi, but I've never done that because I also don't want to like whip out my laptop and be like working on a
Right.
plane. I just like zone out for 2 hours,
Right.
Gotcha.
and
Well,
that Wi-Fi doesn't work half the time anyway,
Right,
so
on point. Yeah, you're definitely right. And yeah, it definitely
it's not
doesn't.
worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, I don't really have much more on my end. Darius, do you want to add anything?
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Right. There we go.
Pride Month. The, so how do I word
Monday, all right?
lesbians and I don't know all the letters, so like I don't want to
What is
rude.
it? I mean, what is it? I don't LGBTQ plus.
LGBTQ plus and plus covers
Yeah,
like the rest of
there you go.
everything.
That's why we brought you on here, Em. Um, just kidding. No, I didn't want to say it wrong. But no, other than that, do you have anything to add before we give her platform?
Nah, man, it's been like a super interesting week or anything, man. Like nobody's pooping on cars or or doing
Right.
doing anything worth talking about on the news.
Like there has been a lot of political things, but we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't want to go down that road. So literally. Um people just out there fighting in the streets and stuff.
I do want to say that Florida's not playing around, man. Florida, did you see what the Florida sheriff said?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
scared
they
me.
always say some wild shit when something's going on in the country, man. Like, pretty much don't bring that shit down to Florida, like, or you're gonna die. Pretty much is
Yeah,
what they say.
he's
Florida's nuts. There's
Yeah,
like
Florida's insane.
scared the
there's
shit
like
out of me.
Disney in the the parks, and then like Tampa, the resorts, and then everything like in between is just like insane. Yeah.
You're so right. You're
I've
so
been
right.
there. I went there for work once, and I flew into Orlando and then had to like drive down to Tampa, and I was just like hitting these like little towns, and I'm like,
Oh my
people like
god.
riding in the back of trucks. No one's wearing like shoes or a shirt or like,
Yeah, I can only
yeah,
imagine.
they're living, man.
Just
Maybe
Yeah,
like
we're
you
doing
ain't
something
lying, man.
wrong.
That's one thing they're doing. They don't give a shit. They do not give a shit down there about nothing but like living like a Floridian.
Mm-hmm.
like 2 a.m. 2 nights ago, and I'm laying in bed. I can't sleep, and of course, you pull your phone out, and it's like on TikTok, and I got that guy giving that speech, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, got
uh, this is a problem. This is a problem. In a good way or a bad way, I don't know. You decide, but something's going on here. But
This is my platform I wanted to talk about.
hey, oh yeah, there you go. There,
I don't know if you know this, but Darius is a cat guy.
big cat guy for sure. You gotta have
Yeah.
one cat, man. He's half crazy.
Yeah, this is Fang. He acts like a dog. He was just running around like a
He acts
nutcase.
like a dog.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
That's like what Trump calls people.
I love cats. My first cat that
His
we
wife.
ever had lived for like my first cat that we ever had lived literally for like 25 years. It was ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope Fang lives double that time.
Yeah, dude, it was insane, man. Like to the point my dad was getting fucking the cat was like 23. My dad was getting eye surgeries and shit. I was like, Dad, you gotta let this go. You're investing thousands. Like there is no up from here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
I know you at a certain
like
point,
sadly.
like you want them to live comfortably,
Yeah.
but like I know someone who they had a dog, like he was probably like 15, 16 years old, and they like got it some kind of like very expensive surgery, and it died the next day.
Literally.
It's like
Dude.
what like it's sad you want to take care of your pet, but then at
Yeah.
a certain point it's like you're on
Shout out
borrowed
to
time
you.
anyway.
Yeah, man. My dad was that cat was probably like so happy to see like me and my brother leave the house and like all that. He's probably like finally peaceful house, and then like I guess the cat went like blind. Like her name was TT, but she went like blind.
PT.
Like yeah, like, and she went blind and. Like one day I came home, I was the one that discovered she was deaf. With the day she went deaf, I was like, I kept calling her name and shit, man. And like she just wouldn't respond. Like I was like sneaking up behind her, and anybody knows cats. Like you can't sneak up behind cats. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I'm like, yo, like mom. I was like, it was like you would think like somebody like a human passed away. Like the way I react, I was like, mom. Like I was like, yo, I think the cat is deaf, yo. And like
Aw.
they took her to the hospital and shit, and, like to the vet, and like yeah, she was deaf and going blind. I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
Helen Keller of cats.
Yeah, bro. She lived for so
Wow.
long. That was crazy as hell. She definitely saw everything. One day, she didn't really like me too much, like after a certain age, because when she was like younger, I dropped her by accident, like from a decent height, and like she didn't land on her feet, man. It was like the first time I
Terrible.
saw her. Yeah, she like landed on her side, and she hated me ever since. Like she's acting like she liked me to get treats and shit. Terrible, bro.
Did you do it on purpose?
Nah, man, for real, I didn't. Like, I don't even know what the hell I was doing. 'Cause we got her pretty young, like, or like at like my age. Like, we got her when I was like super, super young. Like, but we were like living in this apartment and shit, man. It had mice and shit in Philly, so we got that. We got her, and
You need a cat to take care of the mice.
yeah, and we started to fall in love with her. We're like, all right, like, I guess you could stay.
You can stay for the next 25 years.
Yeah. Holy shit. Nah, man, it's all good. Cat, I'm definitely a cat guy. Cats over dogs for sure for me.
TT. Yeah, I knew you were a cat guy.
Brendan, you're a cat guy too. You
Yeah, he
say
acts
you're
like he's
not.
not, but the cat literally sleeps with him.
Yeah, come on.
That's
That's
like,
his
Money's
tagline.
like making the cat sleep with him at night and then telling us like he's not like, oh, the cat won't leave me alone. Like,
That cat loves you, and you love that cat. I don't
right.
even know what's her name.
I don't know.
Well,
I think it's Kitty.
Lily was your old cat. She was great.
Lily was the old one who was basically the same as Darius's cat that he just described.
Nah, who's the legend? What was his name? Rick. Rick is the legend of that
Rick.
road. Man. Yeah, not many people know about Rick. He was
I don't
a
think I
secret.
know about Rick.
Yeah, if
He
we
was
have
a
to
secret.
talk
He was a
about
secret
Rick
cat.
for a minute, just 1 minute.
Rick.
Rick was not our cat.
Nah, for sure
Oh,
wasn't.
was he just like the cat that lived on the street?
He would literally be in their house every time I saw him.
No
Every
one,
time.
no one knows where that thing came from.
My
It,
parents have a cat like that. It just like
Bro.
adopted their house.
Yeah,
He
that's
lives
not fair.
outside, but I
do you
saw him
call it
one day
Rick?
and I fed him. No, we call him Black Cat, BC.
All right, that's
Yeah.
definitely more. You know,
Rick.
No,
Yeah.
Rick's cool.
Rick was lit, man. I'm telling you he's a Rolling Stone, man. He chose where he wanted to live. He popped up one day. He chose when he wanted to go. He was like, I'm out of here, man. Like you guys serve the purpose.
eat all the food off the deck upstairs. We're like, who the hell is this? And then my dad was calling him Big Balls Rick, and I'm like, all right,
Whoa.
stop looking underneath. Stop looking underneath. All right.
Was he intact? He wasn't fixed?
Nah, he was definitely intact for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember. He was definitely intact, man. I was like, yo, Rick's
What
definitely got
that
some
means?
babies out there. Definitely.
Yeah.
He's a Rolling Stone.
He's he's out there just banging.
Moving on to the next neighborhood.
Tomcat.
Tomcat, yeah,
That's what he
yeah.
does.
I have no idea.
Rick, man, that cat were ever to show up again on your fucking doorstep Monday, man, I would lose my mind, bro. I would
No one
lose.
knows what happened to Rick.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
When's the last time you saw Rick?
Dude, he just came and ate the food and banged the cats and left. No one knows.
Did he ever get Lily? Was Lily ever pregnant or she was fixed?
Lily was like the grandmom. She was like having seizures and stuff. So I don't think
That was that cat's name. Yeah, you
I
had
don't,
some.
I don't think he was too interested in her.
You had a crazy cat like house. Man.
Lucy is now the current cat.
Oh, see, she has a name.
Yeah, he act like he didn't know.
Now here comes the name.
I just call her Kitty. Who knows? Cats.
Yeah. He loves them.
I'm trying to get my other cat to come over here, but she won't. So we'll
Yes,
just leave it.
What
We'll
color
just
is that
leave
one?
it.
What color is the other one?
She's like white and gray and orange a little bit. Her name's
Flurry.
Flurry.
He
Yeah.
is huge. Yeah. No, Flurry could tackle someone.
Well, Flurry's actually smaller than Fang, so she's fluffy.
Probably got more for it. Yeah, probably got more. Yeah.
She's fluffy, yeah.
All right. Well, I wasn't very good at football anyway. So
All right. Shut up.
all right. Hey, this is how we're gonna end it because we had a time period. And so, Emily, right now is your time, it's your platform. You say whatever you want to say and take as long as you would like.
Really? Well, I did come prepared. I'm gonna put others before myself. I want to give, if anybody's still listening at this point, I want to give my brother's business a shout out. He actually prepared me a little ad read, if that's okay if I read it.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll do it justice. Here's the logo. Zap work. Okay. And you guys might find this interesting. You might want to log on there yourself. Right. Are you tired of searching for a reliable service provider provider or struggling to get your business noticed, check out Zapwork, the platform to build. Oh, geez, Josh, I'm sorry. The platform built to connect customers with trusted local service providers and businesses. Whether you need help with yard work, cleaning, odd jobs, or more, or you offer those services, Zapwork makes it easy. It's completely free to list your services and there's no monthly fee, just a small service fee per booking. They have a Facebook, an Instagram, a LinkedIn, and it's zapwork.com, ZAPWRK. So no O in work.
There we go.
So I'm still not fully understanding exactly what the business is, but he seems very confident and invested in it. And I stand behind him 100%. So
And what's
thank you
his name? I mean,
guys.
what's his name? Is that okay?
No, his name's Josh
All right,
Sepela.
Josh Sepela. Okay, so Josh Sepela's the
Yeah.
guy. He's launching his business, man. He's like, Jesus, the cats.
Sorry,
Josh
the cats.
Sepela's launching his business, Zapwork, ZAPWRK. Just so you guys know, man. Get with him. He's a great guy. Worked with him for a summer. You know what I'm saying? He thinks he's funnier than he is. Nah, I'm playing, man. Josh's definitely funny as shit, man. He's cool, man. He's a quiet dude, but he's humble, man. So I definitely would believe that this
Yeah.
business is probably like an honest and good businessman. He's trying to help out for real. So
Yeah.
shout,
No,
shout, out,
it's
shout out to Josh, man. I ain't seen him in years. He was already tall as shit back then. He probably looks huge now. That's crazy. I didn't
yeah.
see Josh. See, he was like going into Penn State when I last saw him.
Yeah. He's out of school now. He's graduated.
Damn,
He's got
that's
a
crazy.
full-time job and he's hustling a business on the side. So
Jesus,
we're
man.
proud of him.
There you go, man. Can't hate on that.
Anything you want to tell the people you got going on in your own personal life, Emily?
I'd rather not.
All right, fair enough. Fair
No,
enough.
No,
not this.
yeah, I mean, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, could you tag me in this? It's the Xy Eats one, my like fitness page. I
Okay.
post recipes. I actually have one from tonight. I made a very delicious dinner. I'm just gonna post that recipe, what I made. And I'm just trying to be healthier, lose some weight, get in good shape.
Ain't
So
nothing
I
wrong with that.
post all about it on there. Because I think it's tough to find something and stick to it, and that's I know we've all probably yo-yo dieted and exercised over the
Yeah,
years, so I'm trying to just do a lifestyle change and find something that I could stick to and see if it could help people with it at the same time. So that's what I have.
there you go. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we'll definitely tag you and shout you out in the comments and everything, wherever you want to call it. Um, Sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Emily, for coming on.
Yeah,
Good
it
to
was
see
fun.
you.
Nice to see you too.
Deez is back. Let's go.
Hey, man.
Next
Forgot to
week.
mention. I forgot to mention, man. I wasn't here last week, so I wasn't able to mention it. But going back, man, remember I told you we were going into the championship game for our league, for my my youth league, man. We won the championship, man. It was a crazy ass game. We were down in the first.
Nice.
We went to the half down 8 points, man. When I was my
Coach
kids,
Deez.
bro, my kids were like hanging their heads and crying at the halftime. Like, bro, I gave like a Coach Carter speech, bro. I was like, yo, we have been the one seed this whole season. There's nobody in the league that can beat us, man. Let's go out here and play a game like we know how to play the game, man. They came out hot, bro. They came out on like a 13-0 run. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Like we ended up winning by like almost 10 or something like that, man. It was great. It was great, man. It was a great
And
season.
what sport is this?
This is basketball, 11 to 13-year-olds. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So and we have the banquet they have a banquet for all the like for every champion of each age group. So this Saturday, so gotta go collect our hardware, man.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations. Love
Oh,
that.
Let's go.
congrats, Coach Deez. Let's
Yeah, man.
go.
Yeah. So that's what I got going. But yeah, man.
Bravo.
I can only imagine how that speech went down.
Yeah, bro, it was a lot of cussing. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of cussing. I was like, but like
That
not
gets
too
the
much.
kids
Like
fired up.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like enough to relate with kids and stuff. You know what I mean? A lot of shits, a lot of dams. You know what I mean? Like, but I was pretty much telling them, I was like, man, you guys proved yourselves that we're, I'm saying nobody can beat you already, bro. Like, pretty much I was hyping them up, like, to let them know that, like, man, because the heads were hanging, man. Like, they weren't talking on the court. They weren't playing well at all. But I was just like, Yo, I was like, look, I pointed, I was like, look at your parents, man. Like, you guys gonna let them go home without a W too? Like, it was just, I was pulling shit out of a hat, bro. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy, man. But
That's
yeah,
great.
Imagine that car ride home.
yeah. I was like, yo, you guys know you don't want to hear
Imagine how mad your dad's gonna be if you don't win
Yeah.
tonight.
And then I had three kids on my team from last year on my team this year. And last year we went to the championship and lost by 1. So I even pointed them out and I was like, you guys are gonna let this happen again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys deserve this for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it was crazy, man. Like, to see everybody happy and shit. Yeah, bro. I was like, I would have been so pissed, bro, if I lost the championship this year. Like, I was like, especially how I went out last year, man. I would have just been super pissed.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that honestly, I personally did not know that your team officially won.
Yeah. We
So
undefeated
congratulations.
season, man. We didn't lose a game this season. Swept the playoffs.
Yeah, you cussing out 13-year-old.
That's tough.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you, Emily, for coming on.
Again, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Maybe after another 6 guests, you might run out of people and I can come on again.
There you go.
Who knows?
You'll be invited. They'll be invited to our reunion when we have.
Oh,
when we have every
perfect.
year.
Do we do like an end of the season, like kind of
Yeah. We'll do that
recap?
this season in person
Award
reunion.
season?
Wow.
Darrius
Okay.
is waiting for his hardware for his ring for
Yeah.
maybe we'll do an award season. I don't know.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Best of. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
But,
good.
No, love y'all. On
All
to
right.
next week. Next week is week 10, and we're out of here. So
Let's go.
peace.
See you guys. Thank you.
Later. Yeah.
Bye.